Up, buddy nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's manga nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Kaguya-sama Love is War chapter 247. So before I get to this recap and live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and I'm just on a non-stop high-speed struggle train heading into chaos, and it's getting faster by the second. Like, we were in light speed, but we are getting in a hyper-speed. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking, feel free to hit up my Cash App and PayPal. Those links are in the description box below. So, last chapter we were getting busy, or we were about to get busy, but then Kaguya called and dropped a bombshell. She wasn't coming back, and based on this first panel, she hasn't told Miyuki. Uncle Turtle shit. Anyways, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. And this chapter is titled, Yu Ishigami Can't Bring Himself to Say. I wonder if Shinomiya is doing all right. Look at it. Ishigami and Ito, they're like, it's been over half a month since Shinomiya left for Kyoto. Sure, I know her family's having some issues right now, but to keep her out of school for this long, I'm starting to have my doubts over how much they really value her education. I hope she comes back soon. You really do love Shinomiya-senpai, don't you, President? Of course I do. Isn't that natural? She's my girlfriend, after all. Oh, it's just Hayasaka. Hello? What do? Don't ask me. I have no idea. Oh, poor Ishigami. Poor Ishigami Nito. Is it really okay to just tell him? Can we really just say that Shinomiya-senpai won't be coming back? Or how do we even tell him something like that? Why would she specifically ask me to break the news to him? Couldn't she have asked someone else? It's because she trusts you. And I feel like it's not just that. I feel like it's also because Ishigami is the president's best friend as well. So, yeah. And she knows that Ishigami will be there for Miyuki too. So I don't know. She hasn't replied to any of my text messages. Oh my god, she hasn't replied to any of my messages since that day. But I know she's seen them since they're being marked as read. At this point, I have no idea what she's thinking. Something bad must have happened. Something that'd be hard for her to tell him directly. I have no idea what could have happened though. At this point, I'm starting to wonder if the president and Shinomiya-senpai are going to end up breaking up. Why would you think that? That's what always happens, isn't it? The president will be leaving the country next week, and Shinomiya-senpai won't be coming back to Shuichen. That's the goal, huh? So naturally, perhaps that's what the Shinomiya family has been aiming for the whole time. Yep. Why would you think that? What does the Shinomiya family have to gain from having them break up? Aren't traditional families just like that? Not that I would know. Commoners like us really have no way of knowing. I wonder if there's someone more familiar with this kind of stuff we could ask. Ah, I see. So that's what's going on. Well, I figured it'd be something along those lines. What do you mean? The Shinomiya family is trying to marry Kaguya-sama off to someone else. That kind of stuff still happens? In traditional families like hers, it's still a common practice. Within those families, elders tend to hold a huge amount of power. Back in their day, arranged marriages were the norm. Marriages were viewed not as between individuals, but rather between families. And since they were raised with that belief in mind, they hold it to be true as well. Whether it's to connect with wealthy families, to build relations with powerful politicians, or to raise their prestige by becoming part of the royal family. Among the upper class, women have always been seen as nothing more than a tool to raise your own family's value. Still happens in second and third world countries. It does. Does it happen in the States? It could, just don't know it. The roots of the patriarchy extend far and deep. Yeah, you know what? You clout chasing clout chasing, grifting feminist Karens. You know what? This is what the patriarchy is. Not this male gaze shit that you fighting. Nah. That is the patriarchy. I see, so that's how it is. Yeah, and that applies to me too. If Tsubasa hadn't been the successor of a major hospital, there's no way I would have gone out with him. If Kaguya-san hadn't been the eldest daughter of the Shinomiya family, I probably wouldn't have even tried to approach her in the first place. Everything's been calculated. Selfish of me, isn't it? Mm, it's actually kind of smart, I'm not gonna lie. But even so, for both Kaguya-san and me, this is what our families ask of us. This is how women born into traditional families are expected to live. It sucks, but personally, I really wanted things to work out between Kaguya-san and the president, but unfortunately... Mikado-kan, is everything going according to your plan? Well, so far at least. Mikado, you motherfucker, this is gonna be good. Remember, Mikado has been planning something from the very start. Sneaky bitch. What Kashigawa-senpai said can't be true, can it? I mean, this is Kaguya Shinomiya we're talking about here. I'm sure she has her family in the palm of her hand, right? Ooh. I'm sure the president will help you out. If you have something important to say, I think you should tell him directly. I suppose I really have to tell him myself. Yes, you should. You should. President? Oh, Shinomiya, have you been doing all right? Yes, I hope that all of you are still doing well, too. Yeah, of course, you don't have to worry about us. I see, I'm really happy to hear that. Shinomiya, you don't sound like you're doing too well. Did something happen? President, I have something really important to talk with you about. What's with the serious tone? What's going on? Oh no. All the time I've spent with you has been filled with nothing but happiness. What I'd like now is to cherish those memories for the rest of my life. President? Why don't we end things here? Oh no. This is going to be very interesting. This will be very interesting. Because remember, Mikado's got his whole thing going on. And Miyuki has to talk to Mikado. That's for sure. And we all know Kaguya is doing this to protect Miyuki. We know this. Because remember what was said a while ago, that Shinomiya family coming after him. So, oh god, they must have said something to Kaguya. They must have. That's why I'm not surprised by this. She had to do this. She had to do this to protect Miyuki. I'm not surprised. Not surprised. Oh my god, though. Oh my god. But Mikado? But here's the thing I'm very curious about. If Mikado has talked to Kaguya, like, before this even went down, did Mikado talk to Kaguya about this? Remember when they were dancing? I think that's when Mikado talked to Kaguya. I think that, like, remember that they were kind of talking? I think when they were dancing, that's when Mikado kind of hinted to Kaguya that that shit was going to go down, that he has plans, and that he's going to liberate her. I think that's when he hinted it. That shit was going down. That he already had a plan in motion. Now what he has to do is he needs to tell Miyuki what's going down. But the other thing I feel like, again, I feel like Kaguya is doing this for multiple reasons. But I think the main reason is obviously to protect Miyuki, so that Miyuki can go off to Stanford and do what he needs to do, and not worry about the Shinomiyas following him, and they'll leave him alone. So that way she can do what she needs to do, which I think honestly is fair. And I'm really curious what you guys think about that. And if that's the case, I'm actually fine with that. I am. What do you guys think about this chapter? I really do. Something I really do like about this is that, especially, the take on traditional families, it's really, really important to understand what goes on in traditional families, that it still exists even now. And I like that it's talking about even, and I know we've had this already, um, and it does exist. I think it also exists in Europe too, in Western Europe, like in England and France especially. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it still does. In terms of like arranged marriages and stuff, I really want to know if I'm wrong on this or not. But I think it still does exist there. But like in terms of like the U.S. and Canada, for example, I don't think it does here as much. It does, but not as much here um, as say like in Europe. But oh god, yeah, it definitely exists. Still exists in several countries around the world. Oh fuck yes, it does, and it does exist. Like for example, in the ultra orthodox Jewish community. Oh fuck yes, it exists. It exists. So like in New York, for example, it exists. but but where is I going with this? But anyways, I do like that, it is being talked about, because it is something that people forget. It does exist. But anyways, I'm really curious what you guys think, and I'm really curious what you guys think in terms of Mikado's plan. What you guys think, and also the commentary on relationships, especially in high school. They do, and whew, do I know it. I know it. Even though, and I will say this, because with my first boyfriend, yes, we got together in high school, and then he wanted to get back with me. How many years later was this? So it's in 2011. So we were together in 2006. So about 5 years later. Yeah, 5 years later, he wanted to get back with me. So yeah, their love will overcome this. It will. If they believe in it, it will. She's just doing it to protect him. We all know this. Anyways, I want to know what you guys think. Did you guys see this coming like I did? And that, Kaguya's doing it to protect Miyuki. And do you guys think that, not just to protect him, so that he can go to school and Miyuki can do his thing, but do you guys think that, this is all kind of part of Mikado's plan as well? And speaking of, do you think he's going to tell uh, Miyuki his plan as well? I really hope so. And also, do you guys agree with me that when he was dancing with Kaguya before shit went down, he hinted that shit was going to go down, like I think he did? Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.